Welcome back. Drones have become a big part of life here the past few years. They are pretty much everywhere, from spraying crops, helping with wildlife management. But the biggest and best drones are here with us today, courtesy of Eyesight RPV Services. Did I touch it and that's why it's beeping, or is it just automatic? So with us today is Tommy and Ryan. To both you guys, thanks so much for joining us. This is fantastic. Give us an idea of what something like this does for you and for our state and our country.
This is a real game changer, Chris. As you know, our North Dakota's been bullish on the drone industry for probably 10 years, back when Senator Hoeven was governor, kind of started, and everybody has been very supportive, and we have a nice drone company in North Dakota, and we fly in 35 states, 7 countries. We have a young man today in Australia flying.
Wow.
So we wanted to show our new gas-powered drone that could be in the air for up to 5 hours. And with the new radar that was budgeted, that the governor put in and the legislature approved, we'll be able to now fly beyond line of sight throughout North Dakota. Not immediately, but in certain areas we're getting there. We still have to be safe in case you're in an airplane, you know, we can't get in the way.
So how high does this thing fly, and what does something like this do? Is it mapping, or what's it doing?
We can use this in a lot of different applications. Right now we're really using it for a lot of testing for beyond visual line of sight. And surveying, mapping, like you said, that's kind of a big application that we can use it for, because it can fly for a very long time and very long distances. So it's very well equipped for that. It's been demonstrated up to about 7,500 feet. It can definitely fly higher than that, as well as the radio, the comms and everything on it can go out to about 20 miles.
So give people an idea. I mean, somebody's sitting in a room, I presume, and they're just sitting and using joysticks and take this thing wherever they want.
Well, today the guys will get it. Like today we're flying up around Grand Forks. We'll get a flight plan. We'll pre-flight program the drones to do it. The operators.
So you have to operate it. You just pre-program and hit a button?
Most of them are pre-programmed, but then they're there in case something goes awry, something goes wrong. They have emergency procedures to make sure we keep people safe and keep the equipment safe.
That is awesome. You mentioned, I think, 7 other different countries. What are you doing in other countries with it?
We have contracts, our company, to do infrastructure inspection all over the world. And so Ryan, in fact, is flown offshore in the North Sea.
Mm-hmm. North Sea, Irish Sea, and the Baltic Sea. We inspect a lot of wind turbines out there. So much larger than the ones you see onshore as well, which look pretty big in person, but they get even bigger offshore. So.
Interesting. So give people an idea. I mean, you hear so much about ag and oil in our state, but you hear Senator Hoeven a lot talk about, hey, look, one of those third wheels for our economy is going to be drones. What's the impact this is going to have on our state?
Well, with that new radar that was approved, it's game-changing for all the vertical industries, I believe, Chris. So you had to watch it the last 3 years. You had to stay in line of sight. You have to be able to see the drone. So that really limits on how much you can get done. It limits your revenue-generating ability, too, as an operator. But now if we could fly 15 miles in one direction, and then 15 the other, or more, now we can do pipelines, power lines, and really get it done. We've flown 175 miles of oil pipelines in western North Dakota already, but when you have to do it in line of sight, you know, the terrain out there, it's very difficult. And so with this new radar coming, the Department of Commerce is very supportive also with our drone companies. So we're leading the country in this right now, and it's exciting.
It really is. So give people an idea. You know, you see sometimes pictures of like Amazon or the people dropping packages off. I mean, that seems so far in the future, and I think there are some trial cities that are doing it. So where do you see this technology going in the next 5 to 10 years?
I'm not so certain that I see pizza getting delivered to your and my house and packages and thousands of drones. Technically, it will be doable, technically. But I do see a drone like this. What if we had to haul a certain blood type to Carrington, North Dakota right now, immediately? Fly there, have it set up on the other end. Boom, it's there quickly, quicker than a car could be. What if you had to, life-saving type things like that I see as a first step. I really see the value in rural North Dakota because they can get things to and from there quickly and do it safely. But there's just so many ways you can use these. Today we're going to be flying farm fields up in the Northern Valley because they're soaked, right? So the beet farmers called yesterday and this morning, who can you have, what can we do? And so we're going to hopefully get them very critical data that they need for the beet factories. And
So, yeah, give us an idea for our farmers. I mean, you go up and fly today now. What exactly are you going to try to show them with data?
well, we're going to try to let them know how much is truly left of their beet field that's underwater. So which beets are bad, how much is gone, how much is maybe savable. Because in the Northern Valley, I don't see many of them driving beet truck for 10 days still. So that's a problem.
Wow, there's a big event coming up as well. I think in the next couple of days, we can bring this up. What's happening with this event?
Tomorrow, we have Industry Day with the FAA test site. We were the first one named in North America. So we have Industry Day over at the Delta Marriott, and we're talking all about the radar, the equipment, planes like these, how we're going to roll out the next 18 months.
So for the average Joe, what are they going to learn tomorrow?
I don't really know. They're going to know the drone. The average Joe, they're going to learn. We've done a really good job of communicating on here comes drones, here's why we're doing this here. So we'll get more information out to keep people, like we're doing here today on your show, keep people informed of what's coming. But it's very exciting to keep young men like Ryan in North Dakota. We've hired, I think, 14 people from UND Aerospace because they have the first collegiate curriculum. So I'm psyched as an older guy to be able to keep these young, talented people in the state.
Amen.
And we're doing great things.
Thank you very much. Thanks for staying home.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. All right, stick around. We got much more coming up right after this.